Every week I get tons of questions from you guys. Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, email. Some people call me, see you guys at events, and I love it. That's what I'm here for. That's what Agency Nation is here for. But I don't have the bandwidth to answer all of your questions one-off. So I wanted to create a medium to answer your questions, but get it out to everybody. Because if one of you have the question, I'm sure many of you do. So that's why I created the show. Agency Nation, the show. This is the show. I'm Ryan Hanley, this is episode 1, let's get at it. All right, the question I get asked more than any other is, Ryan, where do we start marketing? How do we get going with this stuff? And because it's the very first show, I think it's best. So the cool part of the show is I am not going to try to make this super pro style. It's gonna be me and you. It's gonna be conversational. You're gonna look into what I do every day and how I operate, whether I'm traveling out in Minnesota at a speaking gig or right here in my home office. We're gonna answer the questions in the day-to-day life of how Agency Nation operates. Before you start marketing, the very first thing that you have to know is who you're actually going to talk to. So websites don't matter. It doesn't matter if you have social media. It doesn't matter if you email list. I don't even care if you have an agency management system. I don't care if you spent $1 on banner ads at the local Chamber of Commerce or the back of the Little League t-shirts, and I certainly don't care if you ask for referrals. The very first thing, if you're gonna be successful at marketing at all, is you have to know who you actually want. And this is one of the reasons that agents struggle with referrals today, right? Referrals, the lifeblood of our industry, agents are struggling with, and I hear it all the time, Ryan, it's harder and harder to get referrals, which is one of the reasons why as an industry we're dipping in towards digital marketing more, hoping that that's gonna backfill referrals. And guys, I got news for you. The reason that referrals are going down is we have forgotten who we actually want to do business with, or at least we've forgotten to ask who we want to do business with, which is the number one thing you need to do before you start marketing, is you gotta know who you want to do business with. And more importantly, you have to know how to ask for what you want. It doesn't matter what your website looks like, or if you use Facebook or email marketing, or what tools you're using, or are you using PPC or Facebook ads, or doing something else crazy, marketing automation, AI, chatbots, live chat, buying leads. If you don't know who you want to write, it doesn't matter, because all those things are vessels, they're mediums for capturing the type of consumer that you actually want to do business with. So when you ask for referrals, do you say, give me the name and number of 3 people that you know, or do you say, hey, do you know any other families that have multiple cars, a house, maybe they have boats, maybe they have second homes? Those are the type of accounts, those are the type of families I can really help. Or do you know any other businesses in the garage car handyman space? Do you know any retail shoe stores? Do you know any contractors? Do you know any professionals? This is how you get the type of business that you want. You ask for it. But you have to know what that type of business is. So what do you do before you start marketing? How do you start marketing? Where do you begin? You need to know who you actually want to do business with. And I'm telling you, if you figure that out, everything else is just tactics. It's easy. It's just tactics. It's super, super easy. The hardest thing about marketing is knowing who you want to talk to. About as good as I can drive a golf ball right there.
Oh,